We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and test key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 1 p.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 8:30 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area of wire Fred borders to multiple bright green bars in today's volatility. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, back under a bull indicator for the first time here at the 548.79 level. I would just round that up to 548.80. And it's the first time since the bear indicator from up here at 564.50. And we're back up here fighting to get back above 555. The resistance levels that we were watching here, which were 550, 553, and 555 based off the history of the chart. And here we are with it, fighting to get back towards these levels where it rejected on Friday and slowed down and tried to find support on Thursday before dropping any further. So this bear indicator up here has now been canceled on the 30-minute. This bull indicator is fighting here to take over the chart, and it isn't the only chart back under a bull indicator, right? You have the QQQ here at the 475 level. You have Tesla here at 239, and you have Apple here fighting in a tight consolidation, which I would not ignore Apple this week. If it continues to fight and hold support here above 222, 223, and cancel out this bear indicator from 226 and try to break the resistance of 228, especially if a bull indicator and inflows follow. I definitely will watch that here in this tight consolidation on Apple. And then you have Netflix back under a bull indicator at 637. Now, in the bigger picture of the 1 hour on the SPY, we've got our first bull indicator as well at the 551.50 level, canceling out that bear indicator from up here at 564.60, and a full transition so far from the dip area here of white with red borders to bright green bars has happened, and it's going to be crucial for inflows and this staircase effect to continue here going into tomorrow. So I will be watching these levels closely and the inflows, which I'm going to pull up in just a moment. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, there was a bear indicator at 553, that big rejection up here as it got closer to 555 and came back down to 551, and it actually found support, the same level that acted as a resistance in the pre-market, and it broke through, and after the bell here, it actually used it as support just a few moments before. And here it is, using it as support, creating that double bottom effect and taking off towards 555 and breaking through 553, the resistance that needed to be support. And a bull indicator is dominating here at 552.50. Now, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with inflows crossing back over in the pre-market on the 30-minute chart, and you could see these inflows dominating all day. The volatility in the middle of the day was insignificant because outflows did drop a little bit, but they were still positive here, even though they were red, at 2.1, and right now it's sitting at 2.33, and it hit highs up here twice of 3.34. So these inflows were still above the midpoint. The chart did not collapse because outflows did not start to dominate, and quickly it found support and those inflows started to pick up again. Now, these outflows, I will be watching them closely if they continue to head towards the midpoint, because the quicker it does, the quicker it could start to reflect that weakness into these charts. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see those inflows crossing over again right here in the pre-market and dominating all day, right? The trend continued upwards, full transition from the dip area to the rip area, from white with red borders to bright green on 42 vision. And then you also had here inflows all day above the midpoint and still sitting, even though it's red, positive 1.78. So it's going to be crucial for these inflows to pick back up and turn green. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we can see here that inflows dominated all day through the volatility, but outflows are dominating right now, and it's really close to the midpoint here. If we zoom in, you could see it there. Even though it's green, it's below it, sitting at negative 0.03. It's going to be crucial here for these inflows to pick up. If it drops back down and turns red and pulls away from the midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And if it rolls the weakness over into the 30-minute, continuing to pull it downwards, the first support I'll be watching is 553. Then below that is 551, the support of the day. And then below that, I'll be watching 550 to 548. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to pick back up. Continue the staircase effect here to the upside. Roll the strength over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, turning them from red to green, pushing upwards. And the first resistance is in this tight range, 555. Then above that, I'll be watching 557. And then comes the 559 to 560 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're fighting to stay above the midpoint on the 30-minute and 1 hour, but on the 15-minute, it's right there near the midpoint and fighting to get back above within the volatility. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.